Oogle flips and boodle schnips, my neighbour's noodle dips, and we are back. On Our World Is Ended. We're back in Akashik, we're back in the bad place, the big bad, the big scary bad. And to our surprise, it is the lounge on Judgment 7's office first floor. Huh. I never would have guessed, thought that Nakamise Street was linked to the base. Still surprised, we all sit on the sofas and sigh. Though we met Reina-san again, no one's saying a word. Yuno-san would normally make tea for us and generally lighten the mood, but she's not with us now. It's the first time I'm here as Reina Ichinose, but I can't really enjoy it without everyone else here. Reina-san herself looked pretty dejected too. Anyway, where do we begin? Owari-san starts the conversation. The further you hear makes it pretty evident this is the new world, the virtual world created by Akashik, is it? It is. But the map is a huge mess. There's even places that weren't there before, like the guest house in Asuno's place. This virtual world is quite different from the others, isn't it? Iruki-san asks her what we all want to know about. Oh, I said that really weird. Yes, this is a virtual world created by Akashik, but it's also a world created by Yuno's unconscious mind. I don't know what happened in the real world, but this world and the personality she calls Hiruno were both chosen by Yuno herself. I don't believe that she'd ever want to be like that. Asuno instantly rejects the idea. I'm with you on that, Asuno. I don't believe that that's really her either. But it's true that she's feeling negative, so she started denying herself. The personality she calls Hiruno is probably just a persona she developed for the sole purpose of rejecting Yuno. In this virtual world, strong emotion affects phenomena. That means that the stronger the brainwaves captured by the NWGs, the stronger the effects on this world. This world is made out of people's memories, so it's pretty much the law of the world. You might even say this world is built from strong emotion. Though normally only those with administrative power are able to enact significant changes into the world. That changes when emotions are extremely strong. I see. Reina-san's explanation makes Owari-san sigh. I always knew that this wasn't just a mere copy of the real world, but honestly, I had no idea you could warp the virtual world this much. He looks at Reina-san inquisitively. I don't really care about what kind of experiments it's being used for, but it doesn't seem like it's good. Reina-san hangs her head and says nothing. Alright, I understand this new world is a mess because of Yuno's strong emotions, but why are we even here? All the lines connecting us to Akashik were cut and Owari didn't come here when they tested the NWGs, right? Right, nothing happened, that much is certain. Owari-san nods. That's my mistake. Reiji-kun, remember the memories I showed you after the battle with Deguchi? Ah, yes. You mean the world I saw before I came back to reality after I was shot and you cut the line, right? Yes, I showed it to you because I wanted you to see the truth. To that end, I sent an Akashik connection authorization file to your NWG storage. It's a backdoor program that uses a normal line to connect you to Akashik and lets you access my memory data. Looks like it was still there. I see. The NWE, which didn't happen during Sakai's test, happened when Reiji joined us for the real thing. Yes, it brute force opened a line to Riken North Akashik that should have never opened otherwise. It's my mistake. Sorry about that. Reina-san bows apologetically. So that means that your New World experience will happen every time you activate the World program now. No, don't worry. I think this connection made Akashik's security nullify the authorization code. This backdoor program should never work again. Also, my administrative powers was dropped all the way to E, so I can never create another authorization code. That means that this will be the final connection. So this is the last time we get to see you? Oh. Natsumi-san sighs sadly. Don't make that face, Natsumi. I originally intended to never meet you again after my virtual personality data was salvaged from J7 servers. That's why I had Sis and Miyabi-san make that act. But now this happened because I was being a bit too selfish. I'm sorry. Reina-san apologizes to us again. Ichirei, you have nothing to feel guilty about. This is an accident born of a coincidence. It just happened when Yuno was overcome by despair. And that resulted in the birth of Haruno Hiyase, and the virtual world with messed up coordinates. But I don't think it's a bad thing in the end. It helps meet Ichirei again, and most of all, I came to know how Yuno really feels. I agree. I don't think we would have known about Yuno-san's true feelings if it wasn't for this new world experience. When you look at it that way, it seems that there's a reason why we're here. Reiji-kun. Our words soften Reina-san's expression. Alright, we know the situation we're in now, but we still have a problem. Right now our bodies are in a guest house in the real world. When it's 8 o'clock, Yoko-kun will become worried, come check on us, notice we're out cold and try to wake us up. We dove into the new world at 7:35, and we've been here for 3.5 hours. That means that we convert the virtual time into real world time. Yeah, it's about 7:43:45 in the real world right now. Low half asleep, Tatiana instantly gets it completely right. So 8 o'clock in the real world would be... Yeah, tomorrow morning, 5:30. Tatiana churns out precise answers were like a human calculator. I can't even talk for that one at the minute. Jesus, I'm reading this like a dum-dum. When the time comes, we'd probably be forced out of here and back to reality. And Yuno? Ah, forget it. I'll just call her Hiruno. Hiruno's and Natsumi's duel starts at 5 AM. So if we don't take care of everything and save Yuno's mind in 30 minutes after that, this trip to the new world will be rendered meaningless. Sakai-kun, no. It's far worse than that. Reina-san makes a stern expression. If she's forcefully brought back to reality as Hiruno, it's possible that the real Yuno might not accept her own mind. Oh god, didn't mean to do that. Put myself on Do Not Disturb, as I always forget. Honestly, it's impossible to tell what kind of mental damage would happen then. That 13 performed experiments focus on overburdening minds detached from the real bodies, and the data they got from them is tragic. Huh? Reina-san's words make all of us lose ours. So we don't turn Haruno back to Yuno, it might affect her real self, right? Yes. And her just ending up as Haruno would be one of the better scenarios. As for the worst ones... That's all I need to know. Natsumi-san cuts Reina-san's words short. All they have to do is slap some sense into her. I'll accept her duel. Natsumi-san's confident attitude gives me courage. Yeah, we just have to wake her up, so let's do it. Natsumi-sensei versus Haruna Hayase. This isn't a battle we can miss. As we all gather our will, Asano-san is still silent. If Yuno-san is pulled back into the world as herself, her real mind might end up damaged. I guess hearing something that dark made her shocked and worried beyond words. Natsumi-san takes Asano-san's hand. Asano, you're a sister. What are you moping about? Natsumi. Don't worry, we'll bring Yuno back, so keep yourself together. Yeah, you're right. I have to get a grip. Though she sounds meek, there's a spark of determination in her eyes. We become a bit more optimistic about the situation and prepare for the duel with Haruno-san. First, while there's still time, we gotta find the jump point to the beach. Ah, we're running around Akusaga again. My energy is at its limits. No need for that. I can analyze the map even with my administrative power. So it won't be hard to find the jump point to the beach. Reina-san closes her eyes. She's probably accessing the data. A moment later, she opens her eyes. Kaminarimon. Pass it from the Kaminarimon street side and you'll end up at the beach. She creates a route we can follow together. I don't know why I can't read this. There's nothing to worry about now. There's something else I found out just now. This office is actually connected as it should be. That's unexpected. Considering how the rest of the world works, is this because Yuno-san wanted it like this? My comment makes Asano-san nod. Yeah, that's probably the case. She really likes this place after all. When I asked why she likes this dirty, shabby, messy places, this is what she said. I mean, when I'm here, no one finds it weird. Asano-san falls silent, and I get the urge to ask her something I'm really curious about. Asano-san, it's kind of hard to ask, but did Haruno-san tell you the truth? I mean, about Yuno-san attempting suicide. Everyone else wanted to know that too. We all focus on Asano-san. That was a lie, right? I mean, Yuno-san would never... It's true. She rings out that response. She's making such a pained expression that no one can ask her why. We just silently listen and wait for what she says next. Remember Haruno's appearance? That was how she looked until recently, when she started going to high school. Huh? Really? I'm surprised. Short hair really looks good on her, and colour aside, I always thought that Yuno-san always has hair that looked like that. That was some beautiful black hair, right? She got it from our late mother, and she treasured it always. It was probably the only thing dear to her. Then why did she cut it short and dye it? You probably realised it by now, but Yuno didn't go to school for the past year or so, right? She's been absent this whole time. Oh, really? I didn't know. Ori-san looks genuinely surprised. Same here. Now I think about it, she was here every day. In fact, there were less days when she wasn't. She was here almost 24/7, and I took it for granted because she's staff here, but then again, she'd normally go to school. Yeah, she always wears a sailor uniform, so I always thought she just came after school. Now I think about it, she's often here before school ends. Still sleepy and yawning. Tatiana's comments. She's doing her best to stay awake for Yuno-san's sake. I just thought school was off or something, but yeah, that's just too many days off. I weigh in as well. Looks like no one had any idea that Yuno-san wasn't going to school. Asano-san raises an eyebrow at us. Not one of you realised? What kind of company is this? Well then again, that might just be the reason why she felt so comfortable here. This is probably the only office where a high school girl can hang around without anyone batting an eye about it. I'm really grateful for that, thanks. Thank you for making sure my sister doesn't get an education. A bit embarrassed, Asano-san thanks us. Well, we're not kind of people to care about that. But she wasn't always absent from school. She kept going until the summer of her first year. She got to the school because I worked and paid for it. So she didn't want to skip a single day. For a modern high school girl, she was way too serious. Well, that's very much like her. Yeah. I agree with Natsumi-san and nod. Yuno-san really loves her sister, so it was probably like a mission to her. You know how she is. Airhead, easy to like. Always gets too close to everyone. She's basically designed to be like that. Unlike me, she's even cute. Well, can't argue with that. Agreed. No need to even say it. Yeah, we all know that. I think so too. Our unified agreement sours her mood. Hey, how about at least one of you argues against that? That pissed me off. Go on, Asano. You have your own charms. Like being annoying. Owari-san's words are backhanded and comes in monotone. Though she doesn't look satisfied, Asano-san stops being angry. Anyway, back to the matter at hand. Because of the way she is, Yuno is really popular among guys. And that makes her airheadedness so scary. She unintentionally leads guys on, then drops them without realising it. I can totally understand that. Yuno-san is an airhead which makes her friendly and kind to everyone. She gets close to everyone without even considering her safety, and she enjoys physical contact. I'm a college student, so I can handle her without getting it wrong, but if I met her in high school years, I would have definitely assumed she was into me. Though, she's still able to avoid any grudges with guys and even ends up friends with them. It's kind of amazing, actually. I feel like I'm listening to a doting elder sister brag about her little one, but you're basically saying that she never got into any love trouble, right? Well, yeah, not with guys at least, but she was seriously hated by the girls. There was this leader kind of girl. She liked one of the guys that Yuno accidentally dumped. So she stepped on the tail of the queen of the monkey hill. The world is full of such hopeless rats. Then came teasing, bullying. No, that was too weak. It was violence. At least that's what I heard from my classmates. So she stopped going to school then. Well, I can't really blame her. Asano-san strongly shakes her head. No, she still was going to school every day. She went through horrible things, but she never took a day off for my sake. That's why I never knew that she was going through such things. I couldn't notice at all. Such an awful sister, right? A real failure. She blames herself. You can just hear the regret in her tone. Asano-san. She bites her lip for a second and continues. This continued for more than a month until the day before summer break. When she came back home then, I finally realised what kind of hell she was going through. Her clothes were covered in dirt and all beat up, so I turned pale just because I thought it was an assault. Thankfully her body was okay, but I can't say the same for her hair. Her glamorous, beautiful black hair was in such an awful state. Can't even say it was cut. That wouldn't be enough. It was torn, sheared, robbed, snatched away. That's how bad it was. I somehow got it to look human in our bath, but she ended up looking like a high school baseball player. I don't know what happened to her, but there was some blood too. Unforgivable. That's a police matter. That's an actual crime. Haruki-san raises his voice. Yeah, but when she saw herself in the mirror, it all changed. She just said this. Summer break starts tomorrow, so maybe this is good too. It's refreshing. She didn't cry or get angry. Instead, she just tried to cheer me up since I had tears all over my face. Oh, poor Yuno. Tatiana is crying. I had no idea that something like that happened. Natsume-san is shaking. I can see she's regretting something, and I understand why. My mind drifts off back to yesterday, to a conversation they had. I'm not really sure about my hair. Washing and drying is really hard and often gets in the way of drawing. Maybe I should just cut it short like yours. Yeah, that'd be a waste. Your hair's really pretty. Hair is a woman's life. She should take care of it. And then there was what happened during the meeting a few hours ago. Shut up, shut up, shut up. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Got it the wrong way around. Of course you wouldn't understand me. Unlike me, you spend your whole life being loved and pampered by everyone you meet. Which was wrong, obviously. I didn't mean to say that, I didn't... Natsume-san starts to panic, but Asano-san cuts her off. Don't get it wrong, Natsume. She doesn't hold a grudge against you for that. But the first thing I took her here was close... The first time I took her here was close to the end of that summer break. Remember? She had the same haircut she does now, though that time it was just a wig. She said that she wanted to go for a summery, vibrant colour. I see. Yeah, and well, Yuno told this to me a bit later, but when you first two met, you said something like this. Well, that's a nice haircut, and the sky blue colour is wonderful. It looks great on you. You should make... This should make this... Oh, God. This should make this dirty base look a bit more lively. Do you remember? I can't talk. I don't know why. Yes, Wait. No, I don't actually. Natsume-san acts like she doesn't remember that moment, but to me, just like she's hiding her embarrassment. Yuna's really happy about it. She said that when her hair grew back a bit, she'd start dyeing it blue. For a while after that, she just couldn't stop talking about you. I see. Whoa, what a strange girl. Despite what she says, she seems pleased to know that. Since she was like that, when the summer break was over and she had to go again, I figured she'd just be fine. But she wasn't. Asano-san's voice is still full of regret. She suddenly collapsed while on the train to school. She was taken to hospital. Looks like her body broke down before her mind did know. Her mind was already broken. Every time she tried to go to school, she either vomited, collapsed, or got a fever, or became unable to breathe. But no matter how many times I told her to stop, she always insisted on going. This continued for 2 weeks, and when she realized that her body would always refuse to go to school, for the first time ever, she showed her tears to me. Sorry, sis. You got me enrolled in that school, but I can't get there no matter how hard I try. I wonder why. I have to go to school, but I can't get there. So why can't I get there? Sorry, I'm so sorry. She didn't cry no matter what was done to herself, but she couldn't hold her tears when she was apologizing to me. Her hair was starting to regrow too, but it was all white from stress. She lost the black hair that she inherited from my mum and treasured so much. The doctor said it probably won't be the same ever again. The sad, heart-rending story left us all speechless. When I came home after officially telling the school that she'll be absent, Yuno was gone, and she left that note behind. I remember what Yuno-san wrote on it. Sorry, sis, I did my best, but I just can't get there. There's nowhere for me to go now, sorry. Yuno-san was probably overcome by guilt due to the fact that she couldn't go to school for her sister's sake. She probably saw herself as completely worthless because of it. What a sad assumption. It's really like her though. She didn't break no matter what happened to her, but the moment she couldn't do anything for my sake, she instantly broke. I mean, I don't really care about the school. She doesn't have to force herself to go. Man, what a stupid girl. Asano-san sounds really sad about this. And she actually tried to commit suicide. Because of that. She figured that if she doesn't have anywhere to go, she might as well not be here. So she started looking around for a place that she could end it. End it? A place where she could die? I mean, that's probably what she meant. Yeah. But you know how good she is. She couldn't find any good place because she figured that she would bother the people around her. In the end, she realized that she'd be a bother no matter where she died. So she gave up on it, right? That's good. No, actually, that's what's so amazing about her. She actually found a place. That's what she thought anyway. There's a place like that? It was a gyoza shop that said, "So good you'll die" on it. She figured that if she ate so much that her stomach burst and she died, it would work as an advertisement for the shop. That is really okay. Sure, I guess. Like hell it would. It just make it worse for them. I can't help but point that out. Real airheads sure are something. Natsume-san is both shocked and impressed. A vile novel idea. That's Yuno for you. She was completely serious about it though. She started eating until she had to go to the hospital because of acute gastroenteritis. It's not really a joke, but she really almost did die. The doctor got really mad at me for this. Said she could have ruptured her stomach, which would require the surgery. Well, that sounds like it was hard. But I'm really glad she didn't succeed in committing suicide. Yeah, I'm so glad that she's such an airhead. Natsume-san remembers the moment and sighs. She then said that she would start working and paying for the school herself. I'm really thankful to Owari for not asking any questions, just accepting her. For a moment, I'm moved by Owari-san's consideration, but of course it would. I mean, she's a real big-breasted high school girl. Hiring her is worth every penny. Wow, dude. Wow. I also said that she always has to come in uniform, and she gladly accepted it. Looks like Owari-san was just being himself. I want to punch myself for being so moved. You really never changed, do you, Owari-san? He completely ruined it, but then again, Yuno-san was probably thankful that they didn't treat her as special. It's one of the rare cases where Owari-san's perversion resulted in something good. Though the worst case scenario was avoided, Yuno-san's past was still pretty shocking. We need some time to recover, so none of us say much. Well, there's no point in feeling down about it. Let's rest and prepare for tomorrow. Following his words, we split up. This feels like a good place to end the episode. If you liked this video, don't forget to leave a like in the section below. And if you would like to see more, do subscribe to the channel, as I do try to upload as frequently as possible. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.